Hi guys, how are you? This is Mitzi of Love Tune and Restored. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well. As you've probably seen the video that I just put up, it was of the event that I had yesterday. I was in Roxbury, Mass, and at a vendor event. So I hope you guys got a chance to take a peek at that. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday once for one. Um, it's been a relaxing day today. Of course, got into the Word, did some things around the house. I decorated around the house. Really, not really decorated. I just did some dusting and cleaning that I needed to do. And and then just reflecting on yesterday, the event, it was really nice. It was as you guys probably seen that video. I hope you seen that video before this one because I actually just put it up. But it was, I was in Roxbury, Mass. Roxbury, so Washington Park, shopping mall, shopping plaza. It's Marshall's in there. It's a grocery store in there. It's shoe store. It's Popeyes. It's just a little strip mall with a lot of stores inside, but it's a wonderful store inside called Confidence and Faith. They hosted it's a Christian store. They sell clothing, they sell jewelry, they sell knickknacks, slippers, bathrobes, jewelry. A really cute store. So they hosted this vendor event. They actually look like they're going to start doing them like every month. So I did this back in February. It was called the Buy for Your Love event. It was kind of centered around Valentine's Day. And that was really good. And then March, they didn't have anything in March. So like this April one was kind of for like consider around in Easter. So that was a really nice one. And then they're doing one in May for Mother's Day. I think that one's on May 3rd. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to make that one because I have to just check some stuff with my husband's stuff. Because the hot dog business is booming, y'all. It's booming. So yeah, so that's what I did. But I also wanted to share with you guys, I think I was sharing with you guys that I had gotten an email that I'll be receiving a recognition from the Boston City Council's office. So it actually came in the mail. I opened my mail last night and it was in there when I got home from the event. So this is the Boston City Councilors. They said that your exceptional leadership and advocacy, which embodies the spirit of resilience, empowerment, and service through your dedication and commitment to creating lasting change, you made an indelible impact on our community. We are proud to honor you as one of the Office of Women's Advancements Extraordinary Women honorees for 2025. And if further be resolved, the Boston City Council extends its best wishes for continued success, that this resolution be duly signed by the president of the city councilor and amended to a copy thereof transmitted by the clerk of the city of Boston. So I'll have another one to add with my other one. So I'm so thankful to the City of Boston councilors. Ruth Z is our president of the Boston City Councilor. She does great work. She does great, you see her everywhere. My joke is always, when do you all sleep? Because you see them, and this was presented by Erin Murphy. Erin Murphy is one of the representatives, the Boston City Council at Large representatives that cover the city of Dorchester, where I'm from and where I do a lot of the work in. And Julia Mayha and Liz Miranda. These ladies are just phenomenal. It's many of them, but those are ones that I really, really do see at events. I see them stomping that pavement. They actually sent me a letter too. It's kind of the same thing in here. So I'm really happy to get this. I'm really happy to get this. Yeah, the work never stops in our community. And I don't know if you guys got to see yesterday was also the March for Change, or what, I'm not even sure what they called it, but I did see on the news that Boston like represented really big, and it rained yesterday. It rained like when the event started, it was kind of like drizzling, and then throughout the day it like poured raining. I mean poured raining. But they had a good sized crowd come through. I don't know if it was people coming from the protest that was coming, but they had a good sized crowd come through. The vendor event was nice. They had people with body oils and candles and creams and bakery goods and smoothies and bonnets. It was just a mixture of a lot, which I love seeing when there's not too many impacted. That's like a lot of candle people, or like a lot of body wash people, or things like that. So they had a little bit of different of everything. So that was really, really nice. I had 7 sponsors yesterday, which was amazing. Um, it was just, it's funny because I had someone that came, and she looked at the books, and I was explaining each book, and I can tell she was interested in the book. I can tell which book she was interested in. And she didn't purchase anything. She didn't purchase anything. She left. I don't know if she went looking at other vendors or left the mall. All I know is she came back and she said, I have to come back for this book. And so she came back and she purchased. So that was really nice. So it was a really good event. It was a really good event. Um, it was from 9 to 5. It is a long day. I will say that. It's a long day, but it was a good day. So that was nice. And yeah, then my husband and I, we went out for soul food afterwards, as we always do. You know, the greens, the mac and cheese, the fried chicken. We started to get candy yams because they were saying they were out of mac and cheese. I'm like, how they gonna be out of mac and cheese? But then they were like, oh, we still had some. We were just saying on the phone that we may not have any when you get here, by the time you get here. But anyway, they had some for us. But yeah, so it was a good day. It was a good day. I hope you guys liked the video. As you see, it took me a while to get my cake. I had ordered the cake, and when I went to pick it up, I don't know why, she just like was taking her time getting it for me. I was standing there, it seemed like forever. But yeah, and then the cake was wrong. It didn't have, I wanted like purple and teal flowers to go around the sides of the cake. And the purple and teal flowers did not go around, the outer sides. So they gave me 50% off. That was nice. That's always nice to get a deal. But yeah, so that was it. And we, served cake to everyone. People were excited. People were excited to see it. They were excited to get it. I had people that was coming just like, can I have some cake? Then I had to explain to them why, because they were telling me like, happy birthday. I was like, oh no, it's not my birthday. And then I would explain why I had the cake. But that was it. I just wanted to come on to show you guys this new beautiful award. I need to get some frames. No, I really don't need to get frames. I have a lot of frames. I'm just going to have to pull out my frames. I have containers of frames. Pull out my frames and put my frames in. Put these in frames. I'll just put these up here together in frames. Yeah. But that is about it. I hope you're having a good day, a good night, whatever you're watching is. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Have a blessed week. Start off with a blessing. This is going to be, I'll share one thing. This is going to be my last week working from home. I'm ordered to go back into the office on the 14th. I've been home for 5 years. I've been home for 5 years. And so, with the new administration, us federal workers, we now have to go back into the office. So I go back next week. This will be my last week at home. Don't you know I'm going to enjoy this last week at home? Look, I say all the time, I am thankful to have a job, whether I'm in the office or out of the office. My work continues because I work as unto the Lord. So I don't take advantage of working from home. It truly was a blessing, especially for the season that I first started off. When I first started off working from home, I had just suffered a heart attack that January of 2020, and I was home. I was doing I was on FMLA, and then I actually had returned to work, but I returned to work, flexible time. I was like doing like, I think I was doing like 3 days in the office, 2 days at home. And then finally, in March of 2020, unfortunately, we were just permanently at home and been home for 5 years. So now I go back into the office next week. So that's going to be so different. And still, still trying to see how things are going to pan out. The department that I work for, they are going to be downsizing. So, we'll go back. I don't know how long I'll be back in the office or what's going to happen. It is all in God's hands, and I just walk in His grace and His leadership, and how He has it, what He says. That's what I stand on. So I just go in peace. So I just hope you have a blessed day, a blessed night, whenever you're watching this. And I'll talk to you next time in the comments. And if you made it through this whole video, leave me a purple heart. Leave me a purple heart. All righty. Bye-bye.